Have you ever wondered what a pyramid scheme recruitment video looks like? If you're interested, keep watching. Hi, I'm Haley from Queens of Schemes, where we debunk and expose toxic marketing practices. Today, I'm going to be showing an intro video from a Zoom call for a new MLM that's actively recruiting. So I'm going to roll the clip and then we're going to talk about it.
So we're going to listen to roughly about 2 minutes. Then I'm going to skip and play 1 minute. And then we're going to dive in. Let me know what you guys think about the video. If you want to take notes in the chat, you can, of anything that pops out to you that might speak to your spirit. And then we're going to go ahead and get started.
I found myself with some confusion, and now I'm hoping that you can give me some guidance. I just love the idea of the vibration and establishing the vibration for what I want. I, like probably a lot of other people, have got into the idea of action. So if I want good health, I have to eat this way, and I have to do this, and I have to look for herbs, and I have to read this, and and all these doing. I'm just looking to see if there's a balance between the energy I put into achieving that proper vibration and the doingness that I do, how much attention I should put on that.
Well, there is a balance, and we like the clarity with which you have expressed this. And so we'll begin by saying to you, action that is inspired from alignment is delicious action. Action that is inspired from awareness of what might go wrong, which is action that is not inspired. In other words, that's sort of like motivated. Inspired action is source calling you. Motivated action is my awareness of what could go wrong and my choosing action from that perspective, and they're very different. Next, we want to say to you that over time, through trial and error of life, you have come to many beliefs. Now, a belief is not about truth, although it can be. Well, every belief is really true, because a belief is a thought that you keep thinking, so it's an activated vibration. And law of attraction will respond to that activation. And eventually it will manifest, and then you will call it truth or reality. So you have, almost all of you, beliefs about things that don't serve you. And the way that comes about is that people use all kinds of things as their criteria for whether they should give their attention to it or not, rather than the way it feels. Esther laughs at herself because sometimes she will admit she would rather be right than feel good. We said to her the other day, she was contemplating something, and she said, "But Abraham, I believe that my assumption is right." In other words, I know what that person is thinking and doing. I believe that my assumption is right. And we said, your assumption is right, but it is not serving you. Isn't that interesting? You're dead right. Your assumption is absolutely right. But the more you beat the drum of that, the more you deprive yourself of the alignment, which is where your joy is. So what happens is, as you live life, you come to all kinds of assumptions because they've been shown to you by others. Sometimes people will say, "But Abraham, it's true. Therefore, I should give my attention to it." And we say, because something is true only means somebody focused there long enough that they made it their reality. So now we're just going to give you some very hard facts about to come into agreement. We just want you to come into agreement. Most of you are like a two-headed monster, and you got one head going that way and one head going that way. We just want both heads to go in the same direction. So when who you really are and who you are being in this moment are in alignment, you will thrive, you see.
Very good.
And you could take any subject, whether it is a subject of food or a subject of behavior or a subject of religion. You just have to finally come around to understanding that there is no.
So if you're confused after watching that video, don't worry, you're not alone. The first time I watched that video, I also thought, what is this word salad? Why would any organization use this in a meeting as an intro video? So, part of the reason organizations such as a pyramid scheme or multi-level marketing companies will use these videos is to manipulate or brainwash people. They'll use words like alignment and inspired action to make it seem like joining this organization and sticking with them is the only way that you are going to be able to thrive in life. They'll often use videos like this to try and empower people within the group, but what they're really trying to do is suppress any doubts or critical thinking or thoughts that might be negative that you have about the company. The goal behind this is because they want you to think that any failure is your fault for not being aligned with the company and not because their system is flawed, which we know in a pyramid scheme is unsustainable. So it is the system's fault if you're failing, not yours. If you want to know more about this, I've included a detailed description, and if you want to learn more about toxic marketing strategies, don't forget to like and subscribe to Queens of Schemes on YouTube.